Okay, I'm now recording. I apologize. I completely forgot to record the first part. But this is our 5th period clinical pathology class, and we are going over how to do reticulocyte counts in preparation for our test tomorrow. So we're going to do a few more of these. Let's see, but don't forget your normal range for the reticulocyte counts. When we watch that video, I want you to ignore the man talking about 3%. That is human medicine. We're going to stick to our 0.5 to 1.5 for companion animals. So never mind the man with this 3%. All right, let us do a feline. Now, some of these numbers are going to get kind of large and crazy, but it's just for practice and for fun. So then, whoops, I forgot to tell you how many reticulocytes. Slide 1 is 45 reticulocytes. Slide 2 is 55. This animal definitely has some issues. Put the little colon in there so you can differentiate. Their PCV is 55%. So the retic corrected. These numbers are going to be extremely high, so this animal probably has ceased to be at this point. Yes. Do 10. I got something different from my corrected, Lauren. Yes. For some reason, this one went the opposite direction. It went much higher. I think it's just because of the numbers that I chose. But 15.7. All right. Let's do a different color. Have we done pink yet? We have not. Let's do pink. Let's do pink. So let's do another dog, canine. Slide 1 is 4 reticulocytes. Slide 2 is 8 reticulocytes. PCV is, what did I put down here? 31%, which means your reticulocyte count. Oops. My mouse decided to jump all over retic count. Corrected count. Oops, I wanted to draw. How come I turn? There we go. Draw. Yep, 1.2. Yes, and 0.8%. The other thing is, I know this is going to be multiple choice, so you don't have to worry about it, but don't forget about no naked decimals. So never write 0.8. Always write 0.8. This test is going to be all multiple choice, so you won't have to worry about that. So, but I just wanted to remind you for pharmacology, or I think Miss Taylor also is real hard on the no naked decimals thing. Are you guys still doing fluid math? Have you started fluid math yet? Oh, so quiet. Still practicing? Well, hopefully we can get all of our blood math out of the way. And that way you can focus on your fluid math. Because that one can be a lot. That can be a lot. All right. Let's do a cat.
Miss Regalia,
Yeah.
do you know if we're going to have the whole class period tomorrow to do the test?
For this particular one,
Yes.
I'm actually going to start lecturing. So I'm not going to, I'm going to release the test in the morning. So, but I'm not going to, like last time I gave you class time to do the test. This time we're just going to start lecturing so we don't get behind.
Okay.
So, but it'll be open for 48 hours. So,
Oh, okay. Sounds
yeah,
good.
at any point you'll be able to take it. But I'm going to still give everybody accommodations. So I think what I'm going to do is just make it 75 minutes worth of time for you to get it done.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's do another cat. This one, do we just 4, 8, 15. Oh, I like them all to look the same. Slide 1, 15 reticks. Slide 2 is 5 reticks. PCV is 34. So the retic count and the corrected count. Learn is fast. Yes. So these ones are fairly close. So 2% and 1.9%. Everybody agree with that one? Cool. All right. Let's do a dog. Canine. Slide 1. 17 reticks. Slide 2. 38 reticks. PCV. 30. Oops. That should be 30. Sorry. 30%. What happened? Oh, no. Pretend that says percent. Retic. Yes. 5.5. And the corrected? I got something a little different. Yeah, I got 3.7. Is it a decimal thing that's going on with yours, Lauren? Oh, okay. You guys are my quietest class. You're so silent. Yeah, let's do a feline. Aw. Slide 1, 7. Slide 2, 45. ECV is 44%. So retick count, corrected count. Graciella's on it. Look at her. She's like, let's get it done. Yes, 5.2. Yep, it's 6.5%. All right, I got one more for you, and then your math homework is done. See? We get to work together like a family. Our little Corona family in the box. Let's see. Let's do black. Let's do another canine. Slide 1. I'll give you some more real wacky numbers. 57 reticulocytes. Slide 2 is 24 reticulocytes. The PCV is 38 cents. Retic counts. Corrected count. 8.1 is correct. Yep, 6.8%. Everybody agree? Cool. All right, so I just wanted to kind of go over just a couple of the other things, like know why you would do a reticulocyte count. I'm going to put this here. Since you guys are so quiet, I'm going to type it up. Know why we do reticulocyte counts. I'm just going to abbreviate. We do it basically, we're looking to see if it's a regenerative or non-regenerative anemia. So know that terminology. Why would you do a corrected count? And the whole reason for a corrected count is because if we know this animal just recently experienced a big surgery or they just lost a lot of blood, um, that value, his reticulocyte count value, is going to be kind of high, just like that first feline that we did up there. So the doctor's going to be like, give me a corrected count on him because I know he lost a lot of blood. I know he's got a lot of reticulocytes. So that's the only reason you would do a corrected count. What else do I want you to know for the test? I had some other questions here. Just like reminder questions, things to know. No, be familiar with the terminology. Oop. It's kind of like, what is polychromasia? So that would be the various colors, various sizes, so anisocytosis. And then the sizes, you could also have microcytosis, macrocytosis. If it's pale, hypochromasia. So be familiar with all of that. Also, oops, let me go back. Be familiar with causes of certain anemias. What else? Know which reticulocyte is unique to cats. Do you remember?
It's a punctate. Yeah.
Yeah, punctate. What animal do we not need to do a recheck count on? Remember that one? Big animal?
Is it equine? No.
Yeah. Yep, it is. Totally is. So we don't need to do a reticulocyte count on those guys. Know the difference between the three types of polycythemia. So the relative, the rubra and what was the other one? Oh my gosh, now it fell right out of my head. Lost my words. It is, let me go back. Compensatory. So relative, they've lost a bunch of fluid. Compensatory, that's the one is just only hypoxia, and then the rubra is a bone marrow disorder. So know the difference between those three. And I think that's really about it. I'm pretty sure you guys are all comfortable with some of the other terminology, like the term for bloody diarrhea, black diarrhea, petechial hemorrhaging, you know that one. Uh, uh, um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I think you'll be fine on this test. It's like I said, it's not very long. I'm actually struggling to find some questions for it. I'm trying to rewrite those written into multiple choice, so it's posing a problem, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I won't disappoint you. I'll still give you a test. It'll be fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop that that video up. It's only like, I only want you to watch like 6 minutes of that video. And I'm going to send you this worksheet later. It is not due. This is just the one that we just did right now. But I want you to have a hard copy of it. So that way, if you wanted to work on more math later, you can. You don't have to do the thing at the end. There's another crossword. It's exactly the same one that was on the last one. So you don't have to do that. It's just for practice and just a little bit of a review. So let me go ahead and pop this video up here for you. If I can find it. Yes, the test will be open tomorrow morning. Yep, no problem. Let me make sure I am sharing my sound so you guys can actually hear it. It stutters a little bit, but it should be okay. We'll only have to watch about 6 minutes of it, so. All right.
Hey, this is our third video on our series in hematology. In the first one, we have talked about hematopoiesis. The second one, we started talking about the RBCs. But now, what is a reticulocyte? So, as we said before, the multipotent stem cell will give myeloid stem cell or myeloid precursor, which will give us the proerythroblast, normoblast, reticulocyte, and erythrocyte. So before the erythrocyte or RBCs, there are reticulocytes. They are baby red blood cells. Okay, that's the topic of today. But first, let's get some terminology here. What does a reticulocyte even mean? Reticular means network, like this, network. Cyte means cell. Reticulocyte, a reticular cell, a network or a net-like cell. It has ribosomal RNA, which give it a bluish cytoplasm appearance. Normal level of reticulocyte is 1 to 2%, or we can say less than 3% is considered normal. They are reported as a percentage, not a number. So here is the story. Bone marrow will produce some reticulocyte, baby RBCs. They will go in the bloodstream, okay? They are nucleated, by the way. They go to the spleen. Thanks to splenic macrophage, they mature into red blood cell. This whole process takes about 24 hours or 1 day. And of course, you know that RBCs are non-nucleated. They are circular, they are biconcave, they are non-nucleated. To see the reticulocytes in the lab, we use supravital stains to stain them. Every single day, 1 to 2% of the RBC count will get replaced by reticulocytes, which are baby RBCs, and they are nucleated, and they are bluish in color. Imagine for a moment that you are a CEO of a company that produces cell phones, and the supply is very short, like the customers are crying, we don't have enough phones, we need more, we need more, we need more. So you start to produce more phones and hire more workers. You are in a hurry, in a rush, let's produce more and more and more. That's the case for the bone marrow. In cases of anemia or shortage of RBCs, the bone marrow will respond by increasing the production of all of the cell line of the red blood cell, including reticulocytes. Produce more, more, and these reticulocytes eventually will mature to RBCs. more, and more. So in cases of anemia, a good bone marrow will increase production of reticulocytes. This is called good bone marrow response, also called effective erythropoiesis. Thank you, bone marrow. We have said before that the normal reticulocyte count is less than 3%. In anemia, what will happen? Bone marrow will increase production of reticulocyte count. However, retic count will be artificially elevated. So, for example, let's say that this is the whole volume of RBCs and you have reticulocyte count. This is 2% of the whole RBCs. However, in anemia you have less RBC mass, so this will be 9% because it's a relative number, okay? But this is not true. We have to correct it. We get that reticulocyte production index, aka corrected reticulocyte count. We get the hematocrit of this patient with anemia, let's say the hematocrit is 15, and we divide it with the normal.
All right, I am turning his math off because it's it's similar to ours, but it's not the same. So I don't want to focus on that. So focus on this math that we did today. That's the only math that's going to be on there. Some of this, these little questions here. So that PowerPoint is the only thing that's on this test. Then tomorrow we'll start thrombocytes part 2. So that'll be fun. I was just realizing how many labs we're missing. Usually before this test, you would have had at least 2 blood labs. We're definitely going to get caught up. But once we get in person, this is going to make so much more sense when you can actually see the blood, count the blood. It's I promise you, it's going to all become crystal clear once we get there. So right now it's just the book learning part, and then we'll get to the lab and get it all done. I know my Wi-Fi the other day was being weird too, the rain. So all right, so I have on Edmodo, I went ahead and put the link up for you guys for the Kahoot. So it's not a super long one, but I figured I'd dismiss you a little bit early so you could go play the Kahoots. And a lot of you are on your phone, so I know you can't do the Kahoot and do Zoom. So I'm going to dismiss you to go to Edmodo, play Kahoots. It's a really comprehensive review of what's going to be on the test. So if you have any questions at all, just type them in the chat and I will get that answer you. Otherwise, you guys can have a great day. Or if you want to unmute yourself and ask too.
And for what? What are they stocked for? What is the reason?
I don't know. I don't know.
The trees. The trees are not even thinking about the trees anymore. And then global warming. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's all a mess.
Okay,
So,
have a nice day.
you too. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.